guys, this is Oz coming to you with another video from All Things Oz. I would like to tell everybody I'm sorry that it's been such a long time since I've done a video, but I have school, then Christmas break came, and then the new year came around, so I was really busy. So today I've made room for a video. If you're wondering, I had to squeeze this in after school because it's Thursday. But here we have Megatron. And if you're wondering which line this is from, it's actually from my favorite Transformers line, which is War For Cybertron. And there's a War For Cybertron collection. Actually, December the 30th, they actually came out with Earthrise. So this one is from Siege. This is Siege Megatron. And so, as you can see, he's like the G1 Megatron. And I like how they took that Megatron, but they kind of made some things different about it. Like how he has this like scruffy paint on his chest, like some damage, and that's what I really like about this Siege line. It actually has a lot of that battle stuff, damage. So that's pretty cool. I can bring the camera back a little bit so you can see more of him. So he has the camera, not camera. He has the cannon right here, and you can twist this around, and it is removable. If you watch Siege, at one time in the show, he actually does remove his cannon when he's like reloading it or something. He has a problem here with his head, and if you just do it perfectly, he can keep up his head, but if you push down, his head goes in. So that's kind of a problem, but it's okay with me. You have the Decepticon symbol, these like buttons. Back here, he actually has a sword that you can remove and plug into his hand right there. And this is essential to his transformation. I'll show you why. But we can put that aside for now. And he has some more scruffy paint down here on the legs. And yeah, I think this is really cool. And it looks a lot like how they show him in Siege. So for articulation, he can do he would be able to do a 360 if this didn't hinder it, but he can look side to side, so that's good. His arms bend at 1/4 of an angle. I have been doing a lot of fractions, so sorry if I speak in that. He can lift his arm up, and his wrist can go in. So he can turn at the waists. His legs can go up that much. You can turn the legs. The feet, and like pretty much everyone in this Siege line, as far as I'm concerned, actually has these like rocket joints at their feet. And you can bend his leg. So that is for articulation. Then for transformation, let me get the camera at the right angle so I can show you. Give me a second. Alright, I'm gonna scroll back a bit. Alright, so first you can just like twist that around, and then there are these pieces back here that you're just gonna flick up, and you're gonna bring his wrist or his hands in like that. Then you're gonna bring these back pieces in and then push the feet down. And now, guess what I would do next is you're gonna lift the backpack up. I call it a backpack. And you're just gonna bring like these out. Then you can bring this piece in, and this tab goes in right there. So bring that in on both sides, and there you have that. Now you can bring the arms around to the back, and this knob is gonna go in right there, and that's just gonna do that. Then you're gonna push all of this in. Yeah. And I guess that's where how the head goes in comes to place, because you can see it squishing right in there. So then with the legs, and this is the most tricky part of the transformation, I'm gonna bring this up so I can get more room. You're gonna twist the waist around 180 degrees. Thank God I didn't talk in fractions. Then you're gonna bring this down and bring this up, twist that around, like I said, really complicated, and then you're gonna bring this in and then bring it down again. So yes, very complicated. I'm gonna try slower. Bring up the leg, then twist it around, okay? You can kind of bring it down so you have more room, and then the leg is gonna come in. It's gonna come in like that, and then you're gonna twist it. So right here you have a nail. You're gonna twist, that's where it twists and goes like that. Then you're gonna push this in, and it snaps into place once you get it in the right place. And push that back down. You can see it's almost done, looking pretty cool. And put it down for a second. This is how I said where the sword comes into play. So you're gonna split that, bring that back around, and you can tab it back together. You're gonna take the tank, and this is probably like my favorite part of the transformation, and you're gonna slide the sharp part under while this peg goes into that hole right there. So just gonna go right in there, and that is that. So this tank is sick. I just have to say, this is just one of the reasons why Siege is my favorite toy line, my Transform line. So the tank actually can move side to side, or not the tank, but the gun part can move side to side. Do a 360 actually, unlike the head. So 360 all the way back around. You can lift the gun up a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. You have wheels right here, so he can roll. Let me show you. He can roll. Does make some sound though. And yeah, that's Megatron in tank mode. I really like how they split the treads right there and kind of just made like 4 pairs of treads. And I also really like how they added that extra length to the cannon. And I like how they detailed that with the red line right there. Then the spyglass. And then you have where the blast comes out. This is definitely my favorite Megatron out of G1, Michael Bay, whatever. This siege is the best, definitely. I mean, that's my opinion. You guys can decide. And this is actually my first siege video. And I'm going to have more. I also have some Earthrise stuff that I'm going to be showing you. I have Earthrise smoke screen. I have Earthrise wheeljack. I have hoist Earthrise and cliff jumper Earthrise. So, few Earthrises. If you're wondering, yes, I got this for Christmas, and I also have a Siege Optimus Prime. So that one is probably going to be my next video. So if you want to transform it back, I'll show that real quick. You're going to bring the feet back, then flick this down. Take this out. And then just do the same thing that in reverse. Then, ta-da, sword. And then bring that up, and then I guess I'll just do this part first. And I've had trouble with this because I keep on forgetting before you try and pull this out, you actually have to bring this down because it's tabbed in to that. So once you untab it, because that's the tab and that's the slot. So if you don't untab it, you are not going to get this out without breaking that tab. But anyways, you're just gonna do that very weird thing again. You're gonna bring it up, bring it down, and then you're going to twist it around like that. Bring it up, bring it down, twist it around like a clown. Yeah, I just rhymed right there. Yeah, then you just push that piece in. And don't twist the legs back around, just wait, because remember, you're gonna twist the waist. So then you're gonna bring that back, and the way to remember which side to pull it on, where it's flat is the side that you're gonna keep it on, and where the side where it kind of like goes in a crevice, that's the side you're gonna pull it out of. And then you're gonna push these pieces down, flip the can around like that, and then gonna bring this up, push this piece out, then push these two pieces in, and then you're gonna bring the arms around, and these will pop right back in, and then you're gonna push this down. And there you have the mighty Megatron. Make sure his head stands up. Make sure. So, before we finish off the video, I want to take the box and I want to show you the box. So, here we have Siege line Decepticon and Megatron. War for Cybertron. Transformers. Here you have this, and this is like my favorite part of the box actually. If it's not my favorite, it's my second favorite. So it shows the Arc blasting off from Cybertron, Moonracer, Optimus, Sideswipe, no, Red Alert. I don't know who that Decepticon is. That is Sideswipe. That looks like Optimus, Megatron, Starscream. I know you probably can't see that. Here. Optimus, Megatron, Starscream. That. Who is that? That might be. I actually don't know who that figure is. That is. These are just people that I don't know. Where is. I thought I saw a jet fighter before on this. But anyways, down here I have Cybertron. And how I said that might be my second favorite part. Well, if anything is going to be my first favorite, it's definitely this. I love how they make this scene with Megatron standing over whatever that is. Right here you see Voyager class, and on the back shows he transforms in 17 steps. Shows him pretty awesome, pretty cool, and pretty awesome, pretty cool in his tank mode. He also goes with these Battle Master things that transform into guns. And they have blast effects. So yay for blast effects and guns. But without further ado, I guess that wraps up the video. Also, ironic, I'm looking at the time for this video, and it's actually 17 minutes, just like Megatron is 17 steps. So, thanks for watching. See you around until my next video, but without further ado, I got one more thing to say, and that one more thing to say is us out.